Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Toronto Raptors. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter Allie LaForce. Here are the five for the Raptors. Their front court is Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram's out there with Immanuel Quickley. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. And for the Wizards, Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Sarr. And it's Koulibaly in at the two guard. And you'd like to say these teams are playing well coming in. But that is certainly not the case.
Yeah, they are struggling. And tonight is a big-time opportunity. One of these teams is going to leave here with a much-needed win.
Now here's McCollum. George looking over the floor. Back to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Possession to Toronto.
And here are the Raptors now. Ingram outside. On the wing, Barnes. Ingram outside. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Wizards. To the paint. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by George.
This is where Sarr wants to be, right under the hoop, within easy reach of the basket.
Pirtle with a screen on Koulibaly. Ingram passes to Barrett. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Barnes looking around. Pass to Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Koulibaly. And it's Ingram missing. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. One player he is worried about in particular is Scottie Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Kevin?
And Allie, thanks so much. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent. Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Washington again turning it over.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Quickley, that's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Middleton to the inside. And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Barrett. Defended by Middleton. Barrett, no good. Washington leading now by 4. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Middleton. Toronto grabs the miss. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Goes up on the block. And he can't bank that one in. Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Now, here's Quickley. Pass to Barrett. To the middle. And stolen by Sarr. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Ingram with the steal. Barnes passes to Pirtle. And stolen by Sarr. George with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Ingram against Middleton. George sets a screen for Middleton. Back to George. Just 4 to shoot. From past the arc. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Barnes against McCollum. Here's Barnes. Scoreless thus far. Pirtle with a screen on McCollum. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Barrett for 3. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Well, the numbers show it. RJ Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scottie Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
Quickly with it. Pass to Pirtle. The kick out to Barnes. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
Outside, George. Back to McCollum. Barrett against Middleton. Over Barrett. Middleton can't get it to go. Toronto trailer. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Wizards. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Tim Immanuel Quickley has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up Quickley.
Now Sarr. Pass to George. Nice ball movement by Washington. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Over quickly. The Wizards with another miss. Here's Toronto. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Screen by Pirtle. Down low. Knocked loose. Stolen by McCollum. George against Barnes. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. The Raptors with the lead. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Ingram against Koulibaly. Pirtle inside. He shoots again, and there's the nice layup by Barnes. And it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
Barnes so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Wizards trail by 3. Sarr with a screen on Barrett. Middleton finds Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Toronto.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for 1. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McCollum against Quickley. Sarr. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
McCollum against Quickley. Pass to Pirtle. For 3, Ingram. It's hauled in by George.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror. And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the game. Carlton Carrington's checked in for Keyshawn George.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
One shot.
And Tim, of the teams that were not in the playoffs or even in the play-in last season, you can make a case the Raptors among many teams that have a lot of potential to get there this year.
Yeah, I agree, and you could also put the Spurs in that conversation too. But if you're just looking at the East, the Raptors could easily climb back into relevance as their young talent develops.
So it's Washington now. Raptors knocking down the tray.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Kispert's checked in for Washington. Now here's Ingram. Still yet to score. Pass to Shed. His three-pointers off the mark. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And the dunk by Kispert.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Now Pirtle. Here's Dick. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Five on the clock. Hits it from three-point range. Dick's got 6 points.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Pass to Shed. It's Dick on the wing. Defended by Kispert. Ingram against McCollum. Ingram left side. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Kicks it down to Middleton. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
And it's Ingram missing.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
McCollum finds Song. Inside. Pass to Carrington. And here's McCollum for three. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Ingram outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 2. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Raptors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in and scoring opportunities.
They've got Cam Whitmore. Kispert is out there with Johnson. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Champagnie in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now, here's Johnson. Latrey off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Let me tell you, Trey Johnson's never seen a three he doesn't like.
Pass to Dick. Wide open. Drained for 2 points. Dick's got 8 points. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Takes a step back. Johnson inside. Dick defending. Johnson can't get it to go. Here's Walter. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Pass to Dick. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about. Nets culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
And the free throw, no good. Undrafted back in 2021, Tim, Justin Champagnie is coming into his own.
Yeah, he and his twin brother Julian both getting opportunities, and in the last few seasons solidifying themselves that they can play in this league and have a role on a good team.
They really have. Now, here's Johnson. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Dick's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Kispert. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Dick. Carrington. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Something you'd like to see more of from Johnson. The rookie can't do it all on his own out there.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Stolen by Kispert. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Whitmore. Here's the screen. Now Carrington. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep three. Kispert, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down. That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Here's the three. And it's Carrington missing. Raptors leading by 3. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Murray Boyles. Still without a basket. Over Kispert. And again, Toronto no up.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost him that time.
Here's Champagnie. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And the dunk by Dick.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Here's Champagnie, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. pick against Koulibaly. Quickly with a wide open look. Here's Pirtle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Jacob Pirtle. One shot.
And Tim, an old-school big man, Jakob Pirtle, still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player.
Now here's Middleton. In the corner, it's Sarr. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carrington. It's rebounded by Scottie Barnes. Raptors leading by 4. On the wing, Quickley. Sinks the triple. Quickley's got 5 points so far.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Carrington with the ball. Quickly covering. Here's Sarr. Shoots over Pirtle. Sarr's shot is off. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-6 run. Back to Dick. Ingram a screen on Koulibaly. Dick can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 7. Pass to Carrington. Sarr with it. 6 points for him. Here's Middleton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Middleton's got his second bucket.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Quickley. Barnes finds Ingram. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Here's Pirtle. That's tipped. Quickley against Sarr. The Wizards working the ball around now. Middleton can't get it to go. And so Quickley will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 5-point game. And that one's good. Barnes.
Special move from a very versatile Scottie Barnes.
Here's Carrington. Middleton outside. George sets a screen for Middleton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And that one falls for Middleton. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
Well, I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Now here is Pirtle. 5 points in the game. The kick out to Barnes. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Washington basketball.
McCollum finds Middleton. Now Koulibaly. McCollum outside. Six to shoot. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And you got to admire the tenacity from Barnes. Love seeing him take charge like that.
Here's Middleton after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Quickley against McCollum. From 10 feet out, with that shot, the Raptor lead is cut to just 5 on the basket for Middleton.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Pirtle. And here's Barrett. The kick out to Barnes. Now, here's Quickley. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Quickley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors. Washington has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Sarr with the screen on Ingram. Middleton outside. Here's Koulibaly. To the paint. Pirtle with the steal. Pass to Quickley. Outside, Barrett. Back to Quickley. Launches a 3. They get it back. Pirtle. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Wizards trail by 8. Saw the pass to Middleton, and George kicks to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. And it's off the back rim. No good. Middleton's got 3 of his 9 shots to fall. Barrett dishes to Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Koulibaly. Out to Barrett. Down low. Here's Barnes. And it's blocked. Pass to McCollum. Back to Koulibaly. 1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Middleton against Barrett. 20 feet out. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Koulibaly against Ingram. To the inside. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
So it's the Wizards now after the Raptors pick up 2. Stolen by Quickley. Fast break Toronto. Here's Barnes. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 10. It's McCollum on the wing. Can they get it? It's hauled in by the Raptors. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Quickley. Toronto working the ball around now. And it's Ingram missing. McCollum outside. To the middle. And Sarr throws it down.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
And that concludes the first half. Toronto ahead, leading by 8. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
43.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A fantastic game from Grady Dick in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Raptors leading by 8. So the Raptors 5 right now. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Immanuel Quickley out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett at the small forward spot. 6 on the shot clock, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
The Wizards shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Cullen passes to George. Now Middleton over Barrett. Middleton can't get it to go.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Barrett kicks to Quickley. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Quickley's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision. Plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And the big fella, Alex R, showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And that one misses. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer.
First free throw is good. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Both free throws good for Ingram. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 8, and Sarr throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Pass to Pirtle. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To the inside. Washington with the rebound. Outside, George. Here's Koulibaly. No good with the triple. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. They have a 9-point lead. Ingram against Koulibaly. Ingram passes to Barnes. Screen by Pirtle. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Sarr. Back to George. Wizards passing it around. Cranes the three-pointer. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Raptors leading by 6. Ingram outside. Outside, Barrett. And the Raptors miss again. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Sarr gets the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Quickley kicks to Ingram, 11 feet away, and he hits the jump shot. Ingram's got 6.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
Now here's McCollum. He has 5. George sets a screen for McCollum. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Koulibaly, no good. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Quickley. Barnes outside. And here's Ingram from the arc. And Sarr pulls it down. Goes back up. And Ingram finishes inside. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Yeah, mistakes like that have been the story of the game. They lack cohesion offensively.
Quickley against McCollum. Ingram deciding where to go with it. The 3. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Koulibaly. Sarr with a screen on Ingram. Pass to Koulibaly. Clock at 6. Inside, Pirtle with the steal. Ingram against Koulibaly. And it's Ingram missing. Wizards trail by 8. To the paint. And Sarr throws it down.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Pass to Barnes. Now, here's Quickley. He's got 11. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 8. Looking to end his cold spell. Sarr. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
That one on Jakob Pirtle.
And the length of Sarr is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Sarr.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
He's off on the second. And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Now here's Pirtle. 7 points in the game. Here's Barnes. Tries again. Out to Ingram. From the arc. Washington with the rebound. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Middleton. Here's Sarr. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Now, here's Quickley. He's got 14, and they pick up 2.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Wizards trail by 8. Cullen passes to George. Good D by Barnes. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Koulibaly against Ingram. Over Koulibaly. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, that's 2 good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
Cullen passes to Middleton. McCollum against Quickley. McCollum kicks to Middleton. For the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. McCollum against Quickley. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Pass to Middleton. And here's George. Lets it go with a 3. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut to just 5 on the basket for Middleton.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Washington making some changes. Champagne's checked in, and Carlton Carrington subbed in for Chris Middleton. And then for Toronto, Bobo's checked in, and Grady Dick subbed in for Brandon Ingram. And so Quickley will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 5-point game. Barrett wide open, he fires. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Carrington. And here's George. Covered by Barnes. Fades and shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Here's Mobo. The rebound by Carrington. Wizards trail by 8. Koulibaly with it. Pass to McCollum. Outside, George. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Now Barnes. 9 points in the game so far. Dick can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's Carrington missing. Raptors leading by 5. Quickly the pass to Barrett. Back to Quickley. Now Barnes. Pass to Quickley. Outside Barrett. Down low. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
McCollum against Quickley. Here's Coulibaly. Now here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
And how about the vertical McCollum has? He may have even surprised himself there.
McCollum against Quickley. Dick with it. He's got 12. Over Carrington. Dick can't get it to go. 1:14 left in the third quarter. It's tipped. And stolen by Barrett. On the wing, Barnes. Dick passes to Barrett. With the floater. 5 to shoot. Pass to Barnes. Here's Dick. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And that's 15 points for Grady Dick.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Here's Coulibaly. Now Carrington. McCollum outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Mobo with the rebound. Raptors leading by 8. Barrett dishes to Barnes. Quickly looking it over. Barnes sets a screen for Quickley. Outside Barrett, a 3-ball. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Raptors lead by 8. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Corey Kispert. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie in at the center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Here's Shed, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Here's Ingram. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And this is what you want more of. Ingram has to keep being aggressive like this.
Pass to Kispert. Now here's Johnson. He's tightly guarded. Mobo with the rebound. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Mobo. Now Dick. Pass to Ingram. They set the pick. Shoots it up. The rebound by Carrington. Carrington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here is Johnson. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Pass to Shed. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. For three. Buries it from three-point range. Shed's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you. That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Now here's Ingram, defended by Kispert. Pass to Dick. From outside the arc, drains the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It goes on Chris Middleton. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And they are racking up the assist totals because they're moving the ball selflessly. You're seeing great chemistry out there.
Free throw drops for Dick.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Back to Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Here's Shed. It's Dick on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Shed. And the Raptors miss again. Wizards trail by 11. Inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Ingram. And he drops it in from the low post. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Good on the triple.
Silky Johnson can shoot it, folks.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. There's a screen. Pass to Mobo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. And that'll be his third foul so far. Wizards have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Now Middleton. He's covered by Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram. Toronto leading by 10. Shoots the three. The rebound by Carrington. Carrington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Johnson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Ingram outside. Pass to Shed. Back to Ingram. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Carrington's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the left wing. Here's Sarr. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sarr's got 4 points this quarter.
Physical defense, but the strength training already kicking in for Sarr.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. making some changes. George is checked in for Corey Kispert. Koulibaly comes in for Johnson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Carlton Carrington. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Barnes. Ingram outside. Outside, Barrett. Got a piece of it. Middleton, the pass to McCollum. Back to Middleton. This one for three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 15 here tonight. To the inside. Quickley kicks to Ingram. Back to Quickley. They need this one. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got 4 rebounds in this game. George passes to McCollum. George with the screen on Barrett. And here's McCollum for 3. No good on the shot. And so Quickley will bring it up for the Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Barnes. And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Here's Middleton. And the shot no good, a bit short. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Quickley. He's defended by Koulibaly. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Out to Ingram. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
George with the screen on Barnes. Pass to Sarr. On the wing, George. He's covered by Ingram. Sarr with the screen on Barnes. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It doesn't go for him.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Making a change here. Robo's checked in. Toronto leading by 6. To the middle. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Koulibaly. Lays it up and banks it in. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Wizards.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
And here is Quickley. And that one's good, Barnes. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Saar. In the corner, George with it. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Mobo. Rebound by the Wizards. Saar's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to McCollum. George against Barnes. Ingram comes with the double team. Nice ball movement by Washington. Koulibaly, no good. Raptors leading by 6. Now Ingram. Now Quickley. Barnes sets a screen for Quickley. The 3 is off. Washington's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now Barrett. Now Quickley. Ingram outside. Middleton pulls it down. Wizards trail by 6. Outside Koulibaly. And the 3 misses. Raptors leading by 6. Now Ingram. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter of this one. He gets it to go.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
McCollum against Quickley. And the shot goes in.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver. And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where everything is going to have to go your way.
Barnes down low. Working on George. And it doesn't go. Washington shooting 40% in the 4th. It drops.
And the pressure just doesn't get to Middleton. In fact, he enjoys, embraces it, loves the opportunity to take the big shot.
And they go to the intentional foul.
1st personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Barrett outside. And so they foul intentionally.
2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Toronto. RJ Barrett. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And adding these extra points is a huge difference this late in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Hurdles checked in for Toronto.
Number 19, Jacob Hurdles.
Now Middleton. McCollum quickly pulls it down, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
CJ McCollum, first personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for the Raptors, Immanuel Quickley, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
And this kid has star written all over him. Star putting the league on notice.
And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for the Raptors, Brandon Ingram taking
Take a
2
break.
shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Middleton. Pirtle there for the rebound. Quickley against McCollum. And so it's Toronto winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.